I top Billin, your boy, the Underground King, aka the DMV King. Murph Baldwin back again, this time happy as hell to be talking about both of my favorite squads, and that would be the Maryland Terrapins and the Virginia Tech Hokies. You know your boy always bringing that DMV together, at least with those two teams, right? I ain't talking about no Virginia Cavaliers or no West Virginia, so we can do it like that. So with that being said, listen, Virginia Tech and Maryland ain't no rivalry. We were in the conference together for a hot second, border and everything like that. But, man, they don't even really too much trip off each other when it comes to recruiting. Obviously, they recruit a little bit of the same area, but Maryland more inside Maryland, of course, and up into Pennsylvania and New Jersey and all that. And Virginia Tech more with Virginia and North Carolina, Georgia, and places like that. So, come on. So, obviously, this is in reference to that bowl game, that prison-loving bowl game that Maryland gave Virginia Tech, completely housed them, and it was to be expected, right? There's nobody more qualified to talk about a game with Virginia Tech and Maryland than your boy right here. I watch everything of both of these teams religiously, and I could see that coming from a mile away. If you listen or you watch my or read my comments on my community post before the game and talking about the keys to the game, just not enough talent for Virginia Tech with all the opt-outs. With Virginia Tech at full strength, Maryland's still the better team. However, Virginia Tech will be a lot more competitive with Maryland, and you never know how that goes in a one-game setting. But without all of those players that were opted out, and then Maryland being at full strength pretty much, not really a contest. If Maryland wasn't in the Big Ten or in that particular division, Maryland would be a lot more thought of, this particular version of Maryland. If that particular version of Maryland was in the ACC, I think it could win the ACC. That's why I've been trying to tell people all year when I talk about Maryland and Virginia Tech. It's just two totally different ways of operating inside of those particular schedules. But with that being said, man, I'm going to get to a film study here. I want to talk about that Maryland offense and how great I think Taulia Tagovailoa will be next year. And you should remember the name Taulia, because that boy is going to have a great season next year, in my estimation, especially with the type of weapons that he will have at his disposal. And some of these guys done got away, though, but some of it was to be expected, and you never know how this goes. They may add more, but they have more than enough weapons. Wide receiver absolutely loaded. We'll see what comes about with the tight end position, some guys there. And, yeah. As for Virginia Tech, man, Coach Pride's going to do his thing. There's no doubt about that, man. Putting together a pretty good staff and putting together a pretty good staff. And we got to see what the talent level is like there, but it may be a little bit slower rebuild there, but they'll eventually get there. Maryland a little bit further ahead in my estimation, but plays much tougher competition, so it could even itself out. But come on, man. Can't we all just get along? Can't we all just get along, baby? Check this out.
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, here's the controversial play where my man Coach Pride was on a telecast talking about the style of future defense they will have at Virginia Tech. Obviously, he has nothing to do with the current defense. He just got hired, so I don't understand why this was even anything. But obviously, they have to make it tough on your boy to merge their fan bases and create some bullshit. And the Maryland Twitter was just repurposing that as it happened on the telecast. So even the announcers thought it was a little bit awkward, but it is what it is, man. Stop all that bullshit. But I did want to see how this happened because I could tell the concept right off the bat with the over in a corner route, which to me almost doesn't make sense because you end up running these guys into the same spot and you almost kill your own great scheme. You know, my boy Coach Loxley does it, my favorite coach in the world, obviously, and him running with Dan Enos and those boys right there, getting Taulia that weaponry and the basis for that weaponry with the scheme to really get the ball down the field. But to me here, you catch DJ Harvey coming off right here off the edge in a Cobra Blitz, right? So that will get you matched up right here with Nasir Peoples. He can't run with a guy like Daryl Jones, my boy from the Commonwealth here. Hopefully he goes to Virginia Tech. You'll leave Maryland, at least go to Virginia Tech for your boy. Him and Brian Cobbs, two guys from the Commonwealth, go to Virginia Tech. That shit would make me happy there. But him running on that corner route, no contest right here. But this was almost null and void to me because if you look right here, you got Chigga Conquo coming kind of on a stop route, but right behind him is the best receiver in the country for next season, in my opinion, Rakim Jarrett. Very much like a Jamar Chase. He's running that over route, and you can see right there sending them in the same vicinity, in the same quadrant. A little strange to me, just a little bit strange. Gotta love the concept. Gotta love the 11 personnel out here with the front side player, Daryl Jones, being isolated and getting to get to your boy right here, Nasir Peoples. But like I said before, you'll see them get caught up in zone. It originally looks like his man on skill with Shamari Connor going against Chigga Conquo with that stop route. But Dax Hollifield comes out right here and pretty much is a gangbuster with Rakim Jarrett running that over route right here. Great concept. Great product placement like you wouldn't believe by my boy Taulia Tagovailoa. See him on the front-facing play action fake, freeze framing. Great pass protection here by Tyon Fleet Davis. You don't have to hold a safety at all because the coverage is going to hold that. You got Nasir Peoples here trying to run with Daryl Jones. That's a no contest right there. You got over here Keontae Davis. He's trying to run, or I'm sorry, Keontae Jenkins. He's trying to run with whomever's going to cross his face. So Rakim Jarrett would be that. But look, he's not going to be able to get over there either. And look at that. So you almost run him over there, but over the shoulder catch like Cedric Mullins. Look at the product placement. Come on. Look at him on that transition right here. You can't tell me Taulia can't push the ball down the field because we know he can do that. And great throw over the shoulder. Gotta love it right there, man. Damn, Daryl Jones. Go to Virginia Tech, though. On this one, you'll have a bit of an errant throw by Taulia, but this is the mark of a great offense to me, is that you have the weapons that can make you right when you're wrong. So you're going to have mesh concept here on the inside. You catch him in man coverage this time. Chigga Conquo come in from right to left, and then Brian Cobbs going the opposite direction here. But you'll have pretty much a bang 8 right here by Rakim Jarrett. And you got Armani Chapman here floating. He's floating on a bell, right? So he's trying not to get run by, but he's giving up entirely too much space there. Something they'll have to correct in the future, but you see it right here. Taulia. But, oh, my God, how can you climb the ladder like that? That should make people nauseous up close watching something like that, right? You got to take Tylenol to watch somebody go up that high, giving you vertigo. But look at the ball sell on him right here. Could have been a bad pass, but this man's not only going up to get it with as a catch high off the ladder, right off the top shelf. He went up with both hands. Look how high this dude is up there. Come on, that's not very Jamar Chase-like. Oh, nasty. Absolutely nasty right here. Let's see it from this angle. I want to go back to Talia's mechanics too, but way up there, 6 feet, 6'1" or whatever he is like that, going up and getting it off the top shelf. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. It was an errant snap on this one right here, if we can see. I want to look at Talia's mechanics right here. So he has kind of a bring it around type motion, right? He brings it pretty far back, not quite over the top with it, kind of a 3/4 delivery there, but he's driving off that back foot. He's got his point and shoot foot going on right there, but he releases it high. So I would think sometimes he would miss high with a release like that if he were to miss there. But he might was amped up from the errant snap, I believe, was kind of low there, and he kind of threw off his timing. But he was able to get it there, and Rakim Jarrett was really actually able to get it there. What a catch, man. What a fantastic talent, man. Love this matchup right here. A couple of Maryland kids going against each other. You see it, or you can't see it off frame here, but you'll have Rakim Jarrett running a corner route with Dorian Strong and man coverage, who looks like he has inside leverage. So obviously a corner route against inside leverage is pretty much stealing, especially when you're as good as Rakim Jarrett. See it right here. Oh, bending, cooked him, and look. That's how you help out your quarterback, man. Come on. Y'all keep sleeping on this wide receiver core if you want, but not with Rakim Jarrett on it. So we see the inside leverage here by my man Dorian Strong. Look at the pseudo stem on it, right? Pseudo stems it like he's going to the inside to further press and create that Dr. Fauci style separation right here, that Omicron separation, 6 feet at all times there. bends that bad boy, shoots it upfield, bends on it, and Taulia, with this offensive lineman getting bench pressed in his face, has to throw off his back foot, but like I said before, he can get it there. And look at that. He got that over and under coverage as well, and they can't get there, and Taulia throws it exactly where it needed to be. Absolutely perfect and perfect catch. Look at that by Rakim, man. Oh, my God, I cannot wait for next season. It's about to be lit. I love this play right here to Brian Cobbs. What you have is a slide protection sprint out. So you got the line sliding this way, right? Line sliding right. He's going to give the front-facing play-action fake, and then he's going to sprint out. And you got Brian Cobbs here off screen going upfield, and he makes a fantastic catch. Taulia has to get it over the underneath coverage, and he does, but this is really for, in hopes Brian Cobbs to transfer to Virginia Tech. Look at this. Oh, come on, man. Guess he's a left-handed cat catching that thing like this. Man. Like I said before, Cobbs and Daryl Jones, Virginia Tech will be a nice landing spot for you. You don't have to go that far away. Definitely want to see that, but great play right here. Play design as well. Front-facing play-action fake. Got the rollout here. Obviously, people are going to be barreling down on you, so him having that quick release. Definitely want to work with some of the mechanics a little bit better with him, with Coach Enos and Coach Loxley there. Probably no need to run, throw and tuck like this and turn your body. He did square his shoulders up to the line of scrimmage there, but maybe stepping into it a little bit more or something like this. You get one of those wobbly duck jaws there, but hey, if you got good receivers, man, they'll help you out. But great throw regardless of that, and actually allows for him to be able to protect himself with Dorian Strong barreling down on him there. We see it from a further direction here. Get that bad boy out. All right, real quick, I want you to check this out and check out the improvements on Taulia here going from 20 to 21. Obviously, he played a lot more games, had a lot more snaps, but still, look at the completion percentage, 61.5% to 69% this past season. 1,000 yards, obviously 3,800 yards. He was 1-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, brought that up to 26 touchdowns to 11 interceptions with like 10 of them bad boys coming in the Iowa game. So one game right there, if he had corrected that, he could have an even better season there. But he was sacked 25 times, 151 rating. That kid can play, man. I expect some really big things from him. This particular wide receiving core is definitely going to help that out. Got to see what they do at the tight end position. There's always the portal, and there's some guys that are coming up as well. But you know what this reminds me of? Matt Corral and Ole Miss. The entire setup with the offense and then the defense is a little there. Really does remind me of Ole Miss, and I like what they did with Matt Corral this year. And he was missing some weapons this year from the previous year, so his stats were actually a little bit down. He went from having 29 touchdowns and 14 interceptions to 20 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. It was a lot more efficient, which I think helped out Ole Miss as well as being able to win some of those games that they did this year here. He had a little bit more yardage there, but he had over, 60 more attempts as well. So that's what it reminds me of, man. Definitely an Ole Miss type setup right there. And even their skill sets are very similar as well. All right, so this was just a review of a few throws from that particular game. I have much more comprehensive reviews on Taulia and the whole Maryland setup period. Same thing with my Virginia Tech Hokies there. So check for that in the offseason. I'll make sure I continue to bridge that gap and make sure that the DMV is the best area on the planet. And as far as the Maryland-Virginia Tech thing goes, man, it's nothing. These two teams really had nothing to do with each other and never really have. They have much bigger fish to fry, and with all teams like Virginia and West Virginia and NC State and teams like that. So I'll continue to bridge that gap, man. Hopefully we can all come together, man, just like with my Washington football team content and the Baltimore Ravens content, all right? But with that being said, it's your boy Murph, the DMV King, better known as the Underground King, top billing sports, and I am out. Salute.
What more can I say?
Top billing.